Hello and welcome to a new reading vlog. My reading vlog theme for the next few days is I am like 9 books behind on my Goodreads goal, and at this point it's getting overwhelming. And so I am going to do a graphic novel readathon because I need quick reads. I need to get caught up. It's stressing me out to be so far behind, and I want to read the books I want to read, but I'm overwhelmed by how behind I am that I'm not reading anything at all. So I think if I get caught up on my Goodreads goal, I'll be less stressed out. I need to get my iPad and charge it so I can read these books, but I'm going to show you the ones I have rented on the library, and then I'm probably going to do a reread of all of the Heartstopper books because I love Heartstopper and I have been thinking about rereading it anyways, so I should probably just do that. So I have, let me return this audiobook because I finished that. I guess I just have 2 books. I thought I had 3 picked up, but I only have 2. I have Washington's Gay General, The Legends and Loves of Baron von Steuben by Josh Truillo and Levi Hastings. This is a historical retelling about a figure in history during the Revolutionary War and how he really paved the way for gay men in that time, which was obviously not accepted. So this is the cover, if it'll focus. There we go. Super excited about that one, and then I'll show you Taproot while I'm here. I'm also going to read Taproot by Keezy Young, which is, I guess, a book about a ghost and a gardener. So I'm here. Oh, and this one's a series, so I guess never mind. It says part of a series and then there's only 1 book listed. So I don't know if there's more in the series or not. And then, so that's 5 volumes of Heartstopper. Heartstopper I can read in one day. Let's just be real. And then I've got 2 of these. That's 7 books. And then I do have a book on my Kindle right now. Where is my Kindle? I don't know. But let's see exactly. I'm 9 books behind. So I have a book I'm reading on my Kindle. I marked one of the Mortal Instruments books as my next read, but I don't know if I am in the mood for that anymore. I can't decide. I'm gonna just focus on graphic novels for now. Graphic novels / comic books. I don't have any comic books picked out. I just have the couple of graphic novels. So we'll start with these. We'll go from there. I might try and finish my regular ebook, maybe get that down to 8 books behind, because then I will only have 1 more graphic novel to pick out, but that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna hopefully get a little bit of reading done tonight, whether it be the graphic novels or my ebook, because I need to charge my iPad. I can read on my phone, but I like the bigger screen on my iPad. I would read on my Colorsoft Kindle. I have a Colorsoft Kindle. Maybe I'll see what graphic novels they have on Libby, because Hoopla does not send a Kindle. But anyway, I hope if I get caught up on my Goodreads goal, I won't feel so overwhelmed, and then I can actually start reading some books again and get out of this reading slump. So come get out of a reading slump with me. Hello, an update. I read Taproot so far today, and I really liked it. I thought it was a beautiful story. I thought they were really interesting characters, really interesting world. I just think it was too short. I think it was only 150 pages. And even as a graphic novel, I feel like it should have been a little bit longer, because there was so much to explore in the world, and I feel like they could have really explored that, really expanded upon that. And it was just a really, really short story. But I did really like the story, and I liked the characters, so I thought it was a really good time. And it was cute. I wish it was like a series or something, but I don't think it is. I tried to look it up on Goodreads, and I see other books by the author, but not other books in that series. So I think I'm gonna start the Washington one. And then if I'm not feeling that, I might just read Heartstopper. But I also was watching some Stranger Things today and realized that there's a bunch of Stranger Things comics that I've read some of them before, but not all of them. So I rented a few issues or a few like volumes of that. Also could read that because I'm definitely in a Stranger Things mood, because when I'm filming this, it's October and we're getting closer and closer to the final season of Stranger Things, which is terrifying but exciting. So I'm gonna listen to the new Taylor Swift album, I'm gonna go do my skincare, get some reading done, and I will update you guys later. Hello, an update. So I finished Washington's Gay General, which I really enjoyed. That was by Josh Truillo, and I actually have read some books by him before. He's written some Wiccan and Paul Kling comics that I've read, and I really enjoyed this one. It was such an interesting look into the Revolutionary War. There should be more like history graphic novels. What an interesting way to take in historical information. It's like watching the History Channel, but in a fun way. And this was such an interesting story that acknowledged all of the horrible things in history while also acknowledging the incredible strides this guy made and what that meant in his time period and everything. There were some overlap with Hamilton, which I enjoyed. Alexander Hamilton showed up a couple of times, as well as Hercules Mulligan and his son, John Adams, and his son, Thomas Jefferson. So it was really interesting. I had a fun time, and I loved it. Next, I read Heartstopper. I read volume 1. I'm almost done with volume 2. I'm probably just gonna read Heartstopper all day, and then I have the Stranger Things comics as well. I just ignore the dog. I keep saying like, oh, I want to read more graphic novels, and I don't want to just reread Heartstopper and over and over again. I mean, I do, but I want to read more books like Heartstopper, but there are no books like Heartstopper. It is a singular experience that I have yet to find anything come close to. I would love to read more graphic novels in the vein of Heartstopper, but I just haven't found one that even compares, or even like in the synopsis compares. Like, I just want I like the slice of life contemporary romance. And Heartstopper is teen. I'm open to teen or adult, but like I have yet to find a lot of like graphic novels, and maybe it's just what my library has to offer, but I have yet to find much else. There's a couple that I have on my like list that I'd like to read that I've had recommended, but I just don't have access to without buying them, and I don't really want to buy all of them, because the thing with graphic novels is there's a lot of times there's so many, and I don't like want to buy all of them, and like if I don't like them, and yeah, so I'm still looking, but in the meantime, loving a Heartstopper reread. So I'm gonna go lay down for a bit, do some reading. I didn't sleep very well last night, so I might take a little nap, but get some reading done. I'm down to 6 books behind my Goodreads goal, which is even just like a 3-book difference is making a difference. So I'm gonna go get some more reading done, and I'll update you later. Hello, a graphic novel reading update. I finished volume 3 of Heartstopper. My plans today are to read volumes 4 and 5, and then I forgot I had rented some graphic novels on Libby as well, so I'm either going to pick something from there or pick up the Stranger Things book. I haven't decided yet, but for now I'm going to go read Heartstopper, finish out that series. I love this series so much, and then move on from there and pick something else out. But I'm getting close to being caught up on my Goodreads goal, so I'm excited. So I'm gonna go get some reading done, and I'll update you guys in a little while. Hello, I've realized I forgot to close out this reading vlog. I ended up doing all 3 volumes of the Stranger Things comics, and I really enjoyed them. I thought they were a really interesting look into like other details of the story. The stuff about like 6 and like some of the lab stuff was really interesting. I don't know if it's technically considered canon to the show, but I did really enjoy reading it. And then I really loved like the holiday one-shots too in volume 3. So overall, such a fun time. Like a little glimpse into some extra stuff with the characters. So I really liked it, and I'm caught up on my Goodreads goal, so I will take it. And it kind of like revamped my love for graphic novels and comics because I haven't read as many lately, so loved that. This was a fun little reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll talk to you guys next time.